All right, hello everybody. So first we are going to check two things. First, creating a hard drive partition and setting the file system to FAT32 and then converting it via command prompt to NTFS. Okay. So let's say suppose this is my virtual machine and I have DC open with me. So I go in settings. I click on add. I add a hard disk. We all know how to add a hard disk. I set a space of 10 GBs and click store virtual disk as a single file. Now I click on finish. Now the hard drive is physically added to this server machine. Now I click on this tools. I go in computer management. Now I go in disk management. I initialize my disk through this command and I click over here and click on new simple volume. Now create a new simple volume, say suppose of 3 GB, that is 3072 MBs. I click on next. I select a drive file letter, and I click on next. Now over here we need to set the file system, that is FAT32, and I set the name to say suppose FAT32. I click on perform a quick format and click on next. I click on finish. As I can see here, my partition is created and it is a healthy partition. Now in order to convert this partition into NTFS file system, we need to go into command prompt and we need to write convert e:/fs to NTFS. Hit enter. Now this is going to ask the volume label that we have set. I had set the label FAT32, so I will enter that over here and hit enter. Now we will wait for some time and see that the conversion is successful and it is giving us the message conversion complete. So now we can check this through this system that is open here, that is NTFS. Earlier it was FAT32 and now it is NTFS. So that is done. Now the second, we are going to see how to share a file to different systems, to different computers connected on a single domain. Okay. So let me just create a new folder over here. Go in folder and I set the name PKS. I enter it. Let's say suppose that I have a text document over here, text document, and another folder named sharing. All right. So in order to share a file, first criteria needs that we can only share a folder. We need to make sure that whatever we are sharing must be in a folder or must be itself folder. So I right click on this. I go into properties. Now I click the tab of sharing. I click on share. We click on advanced sharing. We click on share this folder. Now we need to set the name of the folder that we are sharing. We can either set the name that is already over there, that is PKS, or we can change the name according to our wish. Now remember, in order to make this a hidden sharing, we just need to add a $sign after the name. And if we want to share the file without any hidden features, we will just write the name and click on permissions. Now since we need to give full control to the users who are using this file in other system, we will click on full control and click on apply. Okay. We'll click OK over here and then close this file. Now in order to check whether this file is shared to other systems, let me go to client one. Say suppose I log in through my account, any account that I have created on this user. I click enter. Now to check whether this file is accessible or not, we need to enter the address, the IP address of the system from which we are sharing the file to the system on which we are receiving it, to the system on which we are viewing it. So I'll write /192.168.100.1 and I'll hit enter. As I can see here that these files were something that I've already shared, and this is the file that I shared right now. I'll click on this. I'll open it and see the two documents that I had made in the DC server in the machine where I had created the file to be shared, right? This is sharing a new text document, and over here I can see sharing a new text document. Now, since I provided full control to anyone who uses this file, so I can go on to add as many files as I want. Over here, I'll click on text document, say suppose CIS. Now I'll add one more folder, say suppose batch 1. Now in this folder we are going to create new folders and so on. So I think that you are getting the gist what I'm trying to say, that since we have given the complete control, so anyone in the system, anyone in the whole domain can access this whole file and can edit, read, write whatever he wants to do. So when I go back, I can see here all the files have been created. When I go into batch 1, I see another folder that I had created on client 2. So we are getting all the complete access. So that's it for the 2 points. Now in the next video, I'll cover the next points that needs to be covered.